Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 8.24. The chapter which we are related with is economic order quantity with special reference to material inventory system. We are controlling our material, we are managing our material. For that purpose, economic order quantity would help us out how to give our orders and how many number of units should be included in our order. Economic order quantity is most economical number of units to be ordered, with which what will happen, we will save our cost, we will increase our potential profit if you will give number of orders according to calculation of economic order quantity. Most economical order that would be. So from this chapter, we will learn how to give order. Sometimes it happens that consumer thinks or manufacturer thinks if he will be buying in bulk, if he will be buying from wholesale market, and instead of buying few number of units, why not to buy why not to buy a large number of units so that we can have our cost cut. But actually on reality, on real ground, it is not necessary that if you are buying large number of units, that would be a sort of saving. So economic order quantity let us learn how many number of units should be ordered. It may be less, it may be more, but after calculation, after putting formula of economic order quantity, you will get a number with which you can get maximum level of financial satisfaction. Your potential profit would be at maximum level if you will give order according to economic order quantity. All right, so here volume and appearance of question is in front of you. I have edited few of lines, as you can see over here. Due to misprinting, I have written them again. That's not a big deal. Okay, now guys, we will follow the formula of economic order quantity. The first thing which is required in the question would be economic order quantity. And for that, there are few factors which we should have in our minds. The very first thing is annual requirement, and it is donated by R, and we will see in question how much it is. Then we have cost of place an order. It may also be called ordering cost, and we will denote it with P, and later on we will find out the amount which would be given in our question. Third is your carrying cost. It would be denoted with CC, and we will see. But here you must be familiar with several other factors related to carrying cost as well. Carrying cost can be given as an amount. At that stage, you don't have to calculate anything, just pick the amount and that would be carrying cost. Secondly, it may be given in terms of percentage. So what you will do, you will take unit cost which would be given in your question, will multiply that percent. Or it may be given in other ways like storage cost can be given, interest can be given, or carrying itself can be given. So there are three ways with which you will recognize which cost is carrying cost. First, as you have seen, I have told you that it would be told 20, 25, 30, 50, 60 amount of carrying cost would be given in the question. Carrying cost, it is per unit. So you may memorize it like this: carrying cost would always be given per unit. So second way is percentage of carrying cost would be given. For that you will go to the question and will see unit cost. Here you can see you will have your unit cost and it would be denoted by U. And this unit cost will be used to calculate carrying cost if percentage is given. We will apply this percentage of carrying cost upon unit cost. And third possibility is amount is not present, unit cost is not present, and instead of these two, direct amounts of storage cost, interest or carrying cost is given. In case of interest, again what you will do to calculate this interest, you will take unit cost and a percentage would be given for interest. You will apply that interest percentage upon here. It is requested to please note it down, repeat these elements, and these elements would always be present to calculate economic order quantity. So now we will be following our question. Here is start of our question and you will follow in the same way. Start reading from here. Introduction is given, chemical, this and that, and annual requirement. The first input which is given, annual requirement 64,800. So here we will note it down, 64,800 is your annual requirement. And now we will see what next is given to us. But before that, let me pull down it. Next element which is given, cost of place and order. We have denoted it as P, cost of place and order 400. So here you can see cost of place and order 400. And now let's see what next is given in our question. Look at here, interest rate and storage cost is given separately. So for carrying cost, as I have told you, in carrying cost, you may have storage, interest and carrying cost. So for 1 and 2 are absent in question. This carrying cost would be calculated according to third option. And how you will calculate, you will go to the question and see interest rate is given 10%. So first we will calculate interest and unit cost you will take. It would be multiplied with interest percentage. So now you can put your unit cost. Cost per liter. Liter is unit per unit. So cost per unit is given 40. So put 40 and multiply it with interest rate is given in your question and that is interest rate 10%. So you will take 10% over here. Statement is completed. Now we can calculate 40 multiply by 10 divided by 100. So we have got 4 as interest rate. Please note it down, storage cost and interest and carrying cost. These three elements when you will add, it would become carrying cost which would be written over here. So right now we have calculated interest, but second storage is also given. Annual storage cost per unit is 5. So we have now able to calculate our carrying cost where interest and storage is given in the question. So simply what you will do, you will put amounts of storage, and amount of interest over here with which you will calculate your carrying cost. So interest we have calculated over here is 4 and we can put this 4 at this stage 4 and you need to add your storage cost. And storage cost was given in the question, that is 5. So I will let you see storage cost is 5 and an interest rate 10% 4 we have calculated. In this way 9 would be your carrying cost. So let it be put over here. Your carrying cost as CC is 9. So hopefully all elements have been calculated and we are now going to see if anything else is needed to calculate our carrying cost. Annual requirement was needed. We have calculated or we have mentioned it. Cost of place and order was needed and we have mentioned it. CC was required and carrying cost is also being calculated. So in this way we are now ready to put these amounts in formula of economic order quantity. So first element which we will be doing is here. Carrying cost formula was told you in previous questions as well. First requirement, and that is economic order quantity, which is called EOQ. Abbreviation we can write over here. Okay, so formula, please remind yourself what was the formula of economic order quantity. 2RP divided by carrying cost. But for that we need to put under root, and in Excel putting under root is in a way like this. So we will be putting under root from here. So hopefully you can now understand how to put under root, but since it's Excel you are not needed to worry about that, as you will be writing it on your paper. So I am just, since I'm using Excel, so I will have to put like this. So formula of carrying cost is what? 2 multiply by R multiply by P, put a bracket and divide by CC, and now we can change the size. So we have a formula. So please understand it. 2 would be multiplied with R. So instead of this X, we can put multiply direct. 2 multiplied by R multiplied by P divided by carrying cost. And this formula is for carrying cost, economic order quantity. Formula is written. It's time to put the amounts. As you can see that we have annual requirement ready, cost of place and order ready, carrying cost ready. These three elements would be used to calculate economic order quantity. So here we will be using same formula, and now let's put the amount. 2 is fixed, then cost of place and order, sorry, annual requirement, that would be 64,800. So put 64,800 over here. Cost of place and order, and that is cost of place and order P 400. Put 400 over here. Then carrying cost, look at here, carrying cost has already been calculated, which is 9. So you can put 9 over here. So guys, we have put the amounts required to calculate economic order quantity, and here you will have to be very careful about calculation since you are using simple scientific calculator. How to put square root, how to multiply, how to divide, though these are very simple things to calculate. We are actually related to financial accounting, management accounting and cost accounting, where these typical under roots are rare. So it's not a math, it's not direct mathematical calculation in financial accounting or cost or management accounting. So there would be a little time you will take it to calculate. On your calculator, you will put under root first and then you will write this statement on your calculator. But in Excel, there is a little difference. Square root we will use, and for that I will write these amounts now. First 2 multiply by 64,800 and then again multiply it with 400, close your bracket and divide by how much CC was, just 9. Okay, and finally closing your bracket. Please look at it. What we have done, first we have written square root, and what you will do on your calculator, you will click the button of under root and then you will write this statement. This way you will calculate your amount of economic order quantity. Excel is little easy for us as we don't have to worry about calculation. Excel had calculated everything by itself. So 2400 economic order quantity we have calculated. First answer, and that is 2400. Answer is matched. Next is number of orders. Since it's answer of economic order quantity, let's mark as it has been done. For second, we need to calculate number of orders. For that, we will go for annual requirement and it would be divided by EOQ or economic order quantity. Annual requirement we have already put, look at here, annual requirement are 64,800. Same annual requirement would be used over here as well. You need to divide it with economic order quantity, and here you can see economic order quantity on first part was calculated as 2400. Statement is completed. Now we can put it on our calculator, and in this way we have got our answer of number of orders. These are 27 number of orders. Here second requirement, and second requirement answer is 27 number of orders, and what we have calculated is also 27 number of orders were calculated. So let's mark it as it has been done, and now we will see our third requirement. You can see that if you will prepare your inputs, there will not be any difficulty in calculation. Less time would be taken and you will complete your question. Third requirement is frequency of orders, and for that frequency of order 360 or 365, or from 360 to 365 you can take any number. We are taking 360 and it would be divided by number of orders. 360 is fixed amount, you will directly put it, and number of orders, you can see that in second requirement number of orders were calculated 27. Statement is completed. Now you can put it on calculator, divided by 27. So what we have got is our answer for frequency. Okay, you can see here it's 13.33. Since days are not in points, so you can write it as 14. Okay, so here your answer is 14 days, and instead of this you can write it as 14 days. Point is, days are always in single unit. Either it is 2 days or 3 days. You will not be able to see 13.3 days or 14.4 days. It would always be in fixed number, as if there are two cows, it cannot be 2.5 cows. Horses, that can be 10 horses, 15 horses, 20 horses. It cannot be 10.5 horses. Human beings, it can be 15, 20, 30. You will not be able to call 20.5 human beings. So in the same way, days cannot be in this decimal format. It would always be in single number of unit without decimal. So collectively we can call it 14 days instead of 13.33. So guys, in this way we have completed our third answer, and as you can see we have fourth requirement, which is proof. So we are now going to prove it, whether our economic order quantity is correct or wrong. Though our answers are matched, but this is very interesting figure. 2400 is economic order quantity, which is showing that it's most economical number of units to be ordered. Please note it down, most economical number of units to be ordered. What is the claim? If you will order 2400 number of unit, you will get least cost, you will get maximum benefit, you will get maximum financial satisfaction. And how? We will prove it. If you will give order of number of unit less than or more than 24, in both cases cost would be higher. Now here you can raise your question, if we will give order of less number of units as compared to 2400, how cost could be more than that of 2400? So here is the magic of economic order quantity. Whenever you will give order less than or more than number of units as compared to this 2400 number, cost would always be higher, and ultimately it would be proved that when you will give order of 2400 number of unit, you will get least cost, maximum profit. It also calls optimization in costing, and you will get maximum financial satisfaction. So let me show you how you will prove it. At number 4, you will be related with few factors. We are at number 4, and here the first step which you will do is to mention number of units first. Then you will see number of orders in each case. Then you will see ordering cost. After which you will calculate your carrying cost, and then total cost. Total cost would be calculated by adding these ordering cost and carrying cost. In this way, this statement would be completed, and finally we will get our answer. All these headings would have impact upon carrying cost proof. So now our target is, we will calculate carrying cost and ordering cost for 2400 units. How did we calculate? How did we mention it 2400? Since our economic order quantity is 2400. So it is EOQ, and here you can write supposed economic order quantity in terms of less. Proof is what? When you will calculate ordering cost and carrying cost for 2400, the cost which would be calculated would be least cost. And our proof would be, when you will choose economic order quantity, your cost would be at lowest level. And if you will give order of number of unit less than 2400, even cost would be higher than that of economic order quantity. So you can suppose it, let's see, 1200 number of units are of ordering, and next 3600 units are supposed. So these are three factors, and please try to understand these are supposed amount. 1200 supposed, 3600 supposed. It is, I should mention over here, supposed numbers, and 3600 is also supposed number of units, and this is economic order quantity units. Okay, so for 1200, 2400, 3600, we will calculate total cost, and we will prove it with 2400 your cost is at the lowest level. As first step, we will calculate everything related to economic order quantity, number of orders. You will calculate by taking annual requirement. It would be divided by number of units. In case of economic order quantity, we have 2400 number of units. Annual requirement was given in the question 64800. So you will put 64800 divided by units 2400. These are the units. As you can see that we have mentioned over here. So number of orders in case of economic order quantity 27. How you will calculate ordering cost? For that, number of orders which we have recently calculated would be multiplied with P, cost of place an order, and in question cost of place an order was 400. So please keep it in mind, 27 and 400. How we have taken number of orders? So these are number of orders we have recently calculated 27, and ordering cost would be calculated by taking these number of units into cost of place an order of 1 unit. So units are multiplied with per unit, you have got your ordering cost. This is showing if you will give order of 2400 number of unit, your ordering cost would be 10,800. Now you will calculate your carrying cost. For that, units would be taken and it would be multiplied with CC, and 1 over 2 is to calculate average. It is fixed. You will put 1 over 2 on all three number of units. So by this we will be able to calculate our carrying cost, number of unit of economic order quantity 2400, then multiply it with CC. Carrying cost was just calculated over here. You can see 9 was your carrying cost, but I will let you know how. Just reminding you, in carrying cost there were two factors, interest and storage. Interest you have calculated by taking 10%, and storage was given in the question 5. So total carrying cost is 9. So number of units 2400 multiply 9 carrying cost and multiply by 1 over 2. 1 over 2 means 1 divided by 2, and you will get 0.5. So in this way carrying cost would be calculated. Finally, we will be adding both costs. First 10,800, add again 10,800. So these are two costs, ordering cost and carrying cost, and we have added both to calculate our total cost. So in this way we can conclude that if you will give order of 2400 number of unit as economic order quantity, your total cost would be 21,600. Again, I am repeating the claim. With these 2400 units, you will get your maximum financial satisfaction. Cost would be at its lowest level. So there would be a surprise for you. Instead of 2400 unit, if you think that we will buy 1200 number of units, it's a common sense which is not correct right now. When you will give order of less number of unit, cost should be decreased. But here you will see that under economic order quantity, you will have the cost which is at its lowest level as compared to 1200 or 3600. We have already calculated number of orders for economic order quantity, and here you will calculate in the same way. You can see 64,800 was annual requirement. In similar way, 64,800 would be used for annual requirement and divided by units. Units here we have supposed 1200. So number of orders 54. Ordering cost, how you will calculate? Number of orders we have just calculated 54, and cost of place an order was 400. In similar way, you will take 54 multiply by 400. You have got your ordering cost. Right now you can see that your cost is higher than that of economic order quantity. Let's see what happens to carrying cost. For that we need number of units 1200 as usual, and you will multiply it with carrying cost, and carrying cost was calculated as 9. I have shown you 4 to 5 times, and then 1 by 2 as average fixed in the formula. 1 by 2 means 0.5, so you have got your carrying cost, and now we can calculate our total cost, which does have two costs. Ordering cost 21600, and then you will add 5400 as your carrying cost. Look, it's not a magic. We have seen that under economic order quantity, when you will give order of 2400 number of unit, you will have least cost. This was our claim, and you can see that if you will decrease your number of units from 2400 to 1200, your cost has been increased. Why it is happening? Because less number of unit, if you will choose, you will have to give more orders. More number of orders means for each order your cost is separately be accumulated. When you will give less number of unit, less number of orders, obviously your ordering cost would be decreased. Though your carrying cost, when you will carry less number of unit, your carrying cost would be decreased. In collectively we have just proved it. You will choose 2400 number of units as your number of units to be ordered. Now we will prove it if you will give order of number of units more than 2400, even then your cost would be higher. First step is to calculate your your number of orders. For that, annual requirement would be divided by units, and you can see annual requirement 64,800, annual requirement 64,800, and similar ways 64,800 annual requirement would be divided by number of unit 3600. We have got our number of unit. Now we will see ordering cost. Number of orders are calculated over here. Cost of place an order is 9. The cost of place an order is 400 over here, and you can see 400. In the similar way, you will take number of orders, and it would be multiplied cost of place an order 400. So we have got 7200 as ordering cost. Cost of place an order I would like to show you again. Please read it over here. Cost to place an order 400. Okay, so half part has been solved. Now we will see carrying cost for 3600 units. What we are going to do, number of units 3600, these are supposed, and you need to multiply it with carrying cost, that was 9, and you will multiply 1 over 2 means 0.5. Okay, so we have got our carrying cost. Now please look at here, 9 was your carrying cost, and in second case 9 was carrying cost, in third case 9 was your carrying cost. We have repeated the same thing. Now finally we can calculate our total cost. How? You will add your ordering cost 7200 with carrying cost, that was 16,000 23,200. So guys, you have seen that 23,400 is far more than that of 21,600. In this way, our claim has been proved that if you will give order of 2400 number of units, you will get your maximum economical statement. So you have got most economical number of unit 2400, which does have least cost, maximum benefit, maximum financial satisfaction. So there were four parts in the question. Let's review them in a very short time. Economic order quantity 2400, and here first requirement economic order quantity 2400. Then we were supposed to calculate number of orders 27. Look at here, number of orders you have calculated in second statement. This was your second statement, 27 orders. Then third requirement frequency of order 14 days. Third requirement frequency of order 14 days, and then you were supposed to prove it. And here at fourth level we have proved it with economic order quantity 2400. Your cost is lower than that of any other option. Either you are taking less number of unit or more number of unit, your cost at economic order quantity is least. Proof has been done, question is reviewed, answers are matched. It means that our question number 8.24 has been completed. So the twist of this question, or the key moment of this question, was these two things: annual interest rate and storage cost. And as you can see that they are specially mentioned over here as well. Carrying cost would be equal to storing and interest. Though we haven't seen this heading before, but what we have done, we have calculated interest. It was 10%, and to calculate this interest we have used, look at here, carrying cost you have calculated 9. For that, interest is calculated over here. You have taken unit cost, which was 40, taken 10% interest 4, put over here. Storage was given in your question, that was 5. So 5 plus 4, 9 is total carrying cost. This is the key moment or key aspect of your question, with which your carrying cost was completed. After that, you have completed your economic order quantity and remaining parts were solved. Though solution has been given to you, answers are matched, question is reviewed, but even then, if you have any problem in understanding any of the factor present over here, you are very open to ask your questions. You can put your queries through messages, text, or directly meet. I will surely be available instantly to answer your question, inshallah. 8.24 has been completed, and you are now be after this question we will be meeting again soon for the solution of any other question in future. Up till then, please take care of yourself, and I am requesting you to please pray for me as well. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.